Hi everyone, Sanna here. I had this idea when I got these new Elizabeth Craft Designs die cut dies, this one and this one, and I thought they would make really nice stamps, and I thought I'd try and make my own kind of foam mounted stamps with those. So here's a quick how-to. I don't know how long these are going to hold, but these would be perfect for mixed media projects, so it's worth a try. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take my Big Shot. Hold on, this is a little bit stuck. And the die cut die. And some adhesive 3D foam. So this is, I don't know, 2 millimeters thick probably. And I'm just going to cut a piece. I'm not going to need everything, I'm just going to cut a small piece. And since this is already adhesive, this has an adhesive on the back, this will work perfectly, I hope, with the foam piece I have saved from, this was in some kind of packaging that I got, and I thought these are pretty cool. I just didn't know what to use these for, and this is the perfect project or to try out and use these. So what I'm doing is I'm just rolling this through the machine, through the die cutting machine, and I hope one time is enough. We'll see. If not, I'm going to take another one. We have enough foam, so you can see it cuts really nicely through the foam because it's soft. And you just remove it, and then let's put this away. Sorry. You take your foam piece, and this is the only part that's a little bit annoying. You need to remove all these little bits and pieces, because otherwise you won't have a perfect image. Well, if you use it like this, you'll just get a solid area without any patterns on it. So you actually have to go and remove all these little bits and pieces. You can either do it this way. You can pull this adhesive off here, and then of course you have these little bits and pieces. That doesn't matter, so you place it on your foam piece. Like I said, this is a try, but I figured this might work, and I'm adhering it here, and then I'll start removing. And this is going to take a while because I'm using my tweezers and removing all these little pieces. And you can even take these flowers and bits and pieces you have in there and adhere them somewhere. Like, let's put this, I don't know, let's put this here. And it's going to stick there. And then just keep on removing all those pieces. I'm going to use these flower bits. I'm just going to adhere them along the edge, so it will complement my original image. Why not? That's what these parts are for, aren't they? So, as I'm going to just remove all these pieces and then share with you the finished foam adhered stamp and make the first stamp image. So this will go. I'm going to stop filming now and share with you the finished product, because obviously you don't want to watch me remove all these pieces. It will take a while, but I hope it's going to be worth it. See you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, I've finished removing all the negative pieces. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carefully cut the residue foam away to give it a slight form. I'm not going to be able to make it exactly the form. Besides I'm not patient enough. But I think this will be close enough for my purposes, as I'm mainly going to use this on my mixed media projects probably. And I'm just removing, of course you could leave it like this, but I'm removing the parts to give me an idea of the exact real form of the stamp. I don't know if that's important, but I'm assuming it makes stamping easier, because you will somewhat know which part of the stamp is where the flowers are and so on. Okay, so that's it. That's actually my do-it-yourself foam adhered foam stamp. I don't know how to call this. A die-cut foam stamp or whatever. So this is the first one I made. Of course I couldn't just make one. I used both of these dies, this one and this one. They make really, really nice stamps. Look at this. Aren't these pretty? And I've just, removed the negative pieces from here and added them across along the border of the actual die-cut image, just to make it more interesting and fun. And besides, I didn't want to throw these pieces away because they look really nice as they are. Okay, so let's take a piece of paper and try how this works out. So for testing, I just took a college block. That will be enough for this purpose. And pale tomato mid-tone Hero Art shadow ink. These are quite wet, so I think these will work fine. I'm going to try these with acrylic paint because I think these will be perfect for that purpose. But let's see what happens if you do it with a regular wet ink. You just need to try and get even coverage. And if not, you just take, you need to cover the whole area with ink and then maybe put something soft underneath to make sure that you get a nice image. So let me do that before I stamp. I'll try that and then I'll try it without. We'll see. So there's my foam underneath to make it a little bit softer. And then I'm just going to press my image there. We'll see how that works. I'm thinking for mixed media purposes this will be really nice, even working with jelly plate and stuff like that. So that would be my stamp image. Isn't that pretty? That's perfect. I love it. And since this is a really wet ink, it really soaks into this foam and then makes a really, really nice image. I mean, it's not perfect, but you can work with it. Okay, let's make the other one so that you can see how that turned out. And this one is the one I showed you, from the beginning, how to make these. So I'm just applying the ink, making sure I know where my area is, and pressing it down. Tim Holtz calls this CPR stamping, and I think for this foam purpose, that's the way to go. That's it. The next image. Wow, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I really like these. And I don't know how long these are going to last, but it's just... You don't need anything expensive. You just buy some foam that's adhesive on the back, and then some kind of foam pieces that you get from packaging sometimes. There are different kinds of bits and pieces you get. I've been saving these because I thought these might work for something. I just didn't know for what, and this is the perfect purpose for using these. So I've got these thicker ones. These are a little bit harder. I'm going to try these with other die cuts, and then I've got these. This is a little bit softer, but not that extremely soft or thin material. So works really well. Okay, I think that's it. And now off to play. Thanks for watching. Bye.